Good morning, everyone. Oh, left my phone on there. Good morning, everyone. How are you? It is Wednesday. It feels like it's been ages because it has been ages. If you guys are new to the channel or weren't around previously, I had to cancel last week. I was so overwhelmed by so much stuff that I had to do. Not just with work stuff, but like kid stuff. Like at one point, I'm like, I gotta make 3 costumes. Thankfully, little Emily decided to. She has like multiple events that she's going to, and she wanted 2 different costumes, but I looked at her, I was like, sweetie, please, you would just do 1. So we settled on 1, which reminds me, I meant to grab it, and I will grab it, remind me at the end of stream today. I finished Little Steve's Duolingo costume. So remind me before we leave today, and I'll go grab it and show it to you guys. I meant to grab it, I did, but totally spaced it. So let's go ahead and first do our hellos. And we have Brooke, hello. Wilcox, good morning. Linda and Don, good morning, good morning. Brooke says, my pencil went from blue to purple, which means you are at 24 months. And here's something interesting. I was looking at the pencils after you said that, and I don't know if you like get another spot when your members reach a certain threshold, or if they just changed it. But previously, I was limited to only where it says like after 48 months, and everybody would be stuck with a pink pencil and not be able to move forward after that. But now I have one that's after 60 months. So we're gonna need to, we could do like silver. A silver pencil would be cool. So I'm gonna have to add that one. But yes, you're at purple. Let's see. Question A, no book yet, but the page that Connie started on Monday, or the pumpkin page that Shannon started yesterday, right? And I think Corey is gonna do. She mentioned briefly in her little foot through of the book that she's thinking about doing the pumpkin one on Sunday. I am really bad at remembering times, so I don't remember exactly what time on Sunday she'll be live. But as far as we're concerned, the reason we're starting 30 minutes early is because although there is going to be some overlap, I've already cleared it with said streamers, but still I wanted to have as little overlap as possible. So bringing it to 9:30 instead of 10 seemed the best deal, because if you guys missed it, we are going to be, unless I already said it, I don't know, but we're going to be streaming for the next 8 days. 11. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because yours is at 11 too. Because that's the other thing, is we're not going to go the full 2 hours every day. If there's no one after us and we're really in the zone, we might go the full 2 hours. But as of now, I'm planning on like hour and a half max, because we're doing it every day and I don't want to like annihilate my voice by the end of this. So yeah, there's gonna be loads going on. Let's see. Audrey, good morning. Mary, good morning. Carol, good morning. Love the pumpkin page, right? I know. I was really tempted to do it, but I know that there's a handful that are already doing it. I'm like, I need to do something different. I have my eye on a page, and we'll talk about that in a second. But let's see. Yana, good morning. Can't choose a page. I love them all so much. Right? I know it. Let's see. Scroll down. Kettle Hearth page. I was just looking at that one. I can't wait to see how you do it. How do you pick a page? How do you pick a favorite page when they all look awesome? I know, right, Mary? I say this like every time, that her new book is my favorite. It is. It's my new favorite. No, I haven't finished Small Victories, which I said, of all her books, surely I'll be able to finish this one, and then, life. So I'm not going to be so naive as to say, oh boy, I'm going to finish this whole book. But there are a handful of them I'm completely in love with. Let's see. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Mona. Mona. Let's see. Yeah, 11 CST. Hi, Tina. Well, welcome in. Connie, hello. Making sure. See, Destiny says mine is out for delivery today. Amazing. Let's see. Kara, good morning. Make sure I'm not missing. I kind of hopped around, so if I miss anyone, I apologize. Let's see. Kara says hers hasn't arrived yet. Soon. Cross some fingers soon. Let's see. Jeanette, hello. Let's see. Make sure we're good. Renee, good morning. Let's see. Be here tomorrow. That's awesome. I was super impatient and drove to Austin for my copy. I had 2 coming. And I'm going to return the other one now because I don't need 3 copies, but I do need 2. Let's see. Natalie, good morning. Let's see. Finished 2 whoops. 2 whips in Rooms of Wonder this week. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. I hope I didn't miss anyone, but good morning all. So yes, if you missed it, today is the first day of our kind of streamaganza. I don't want to say streamathon, because if you say streamathon, then that means like 24 hours. Too much coffee? Oh no. I definitely had my coffee this morning. I had an afternoon coffee yesterday, which I really shouldn't have, so I was hesitant as to whether or not to have coffee this morning, but I was tired, and coffee is delicious. So, yeah. Julie, good morning. So yeah, we are starting our 8-day streamaganza. We've kind of made this almost a pretty regular thing, right? New book of Johanna. Like, I know there's lots of other books come out, but you guys know that I will always have a place in my heart for Johanna's books, because this is what I first started with. So for the next 8 days, we are going to be streaming every day at 9:30 a.m. Central Time, 9:30 a.m. Central Time, and we'll go for anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on what day. Perfect, Natalie. Yeah, so 9:30 a.m. every morning. So for UK time, that's going to be 3:30 in the afternoon for you, and then East Coast time is going to be 10:30, then Central at 9:30, and Pacific at 7:30. So yeah, we have loads of fun. And I don't know if you guys saw my post. So before I had to cancel last week's streams, the previous week we were working on, these are my illustrations, and these were this bookmark coloring page. We cut them out color them, do all the things. This is the free download for YouTube members for this month. So if you're interested, there is still time. However, at the end of October, it will go away. But we had colored 2 of them, these 2 on stream, and we gave them away. And then I had to cancel. And so I was like, well, dang it, I still want to finish the rest of the giveaway and get them sent out. You can see they've got the glitter vinyl on them, like I mentioned. So at some point today, we are going to do a giveaway for these 2 other bookmarks. It's open worldwide. They're just fun, little cute bookmarks. Renee, I did your idea of painting it on the back, except on a couple of them. I realized I didn't get it quite to the edge, but still. So there is a holographic vinyl on the back. I decided not to laminate them as well, just because they're stiff enough without it. Oh, thanks, Christine. So we have a holographic laminate on the back and a glitter laminate on the front, which is what I wanted to do. So like I said, these 2 are claimed already, and then we'll do giveaways for these ones. Bookmark, let's see, the pumpkin bookmark. This one is going to Leanne, and Butterflies is getting this one, which Butterflies, I haven't seen an email from you yet with, or if you're here. Does anybody know if she's here? Okay, someone message me if we see them later, not message, you know, shout in chat. I'll need her to send, yeah, see, they're pretty stiff. I'll need her to send me her mailing address so I can get that out. Anyway, we're going to do that in a little bit. Now, as Shannon had said in her stream yesterday, because Shannon, I was lurky lurk all day long. Sounds good, Sue. Aw, thanks, Jeanette. Do I know if the book is at Walmart yet? So I think so. I spoke to my local Walmart because I have no bookstores around here, like at all. I've got Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Target, and Walmart, and I never really thought about it. But the closest Barnes & Noble was in Austin. And Shannon said something, she said something in her streams the other day, is that the stores aren't going to, yes, it is, yeah. When I checked, it wasn't, but the lady said they were coming in. So yeah, to answer your question, it probably is. You just, honestly, I would say call in advance. But one of the things Shannon said yesterday was there's not going to be very many of these in the store. And I am seriously inclined to believe it because everywhere that I called and checked, like the ones that said, oh, we're getting it in, only had one. I mean, I went to a Barnes & Noble, not in, you got yours at Walmart? Nice. Not in Austin proper, but it's like, the address for the Barnes & Noble I went to is in Austin, but it's not like in the heart of Austin. So maybe the heart of Austin has more, but for this particular Barnes & Noble, this was their only copy. And I called it, and it wasn't even out on the shelf yet, so I called them up the day before it released, and I was like, hey, do you happen to have... Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, it's okay, Jenny. Get some rest. You can always watch back. Got my second copy at, hold on, WM. I know what that means. And when I see, oh, at Walmart, duh. At Walmart. I was thinking something UK, because I know that there's a shop in the UK that I think starts with W that does books. Hi, Palma. Walmart. Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway, they only had the one copy. So I completely agree with Shannon that if you're lucky enough to find one locally, I say snatch it up. Otherwise, you could do it on Amazon. And one of the reasons that I did go to Austin as well is because in the past I've done a pre-order, like, because I ordered my pre-order back in February. I ordered it back in February, but that didn't necessarily mean it was going to be here. So I was like, okay, well, as a backup, I'm going to go ahead and order one. And then it hit me to call around, so that's how I ended up with 3. One of these is going to go back, though, because I really don't need 3. I thought about doing a giveaway, but I don't, like, for the big items, I feel bad doing the giveaways because me personally, I can't afford to send larger items other than an envelope overseas, so I always feel bad when overseas misses out. So I will return that one, but like I said, you can find them on your Amazon. I've got the link for it in the description, but yes. So got an extra one at Barnes & Noble. I was super excited. Oh, in Canada, nice. Oh, yeah, so you're both, oh, you must both be in Canada. It's a bestseller on Amazon. Yeah, right? I saw that. Hi, Leanne. Waterstones. Thank you, Wilcox. That's what I was thinking of, because I think that's where Suzanne got hers. Books A Million. Okay. Well, I have... There's 3 copies. Okay. However, However, I can't really talk because, like, okay, so not the top shelf. The top shelf has, like, the Rachel Reiner, the Maria Troll, the Hannah Carlson, like, all of those ones there. The middle shelf is all Johanna. It's all Johanna. So you can clearly see, well, it's just Amazon. It won't be difficult to return. I gotta do some returns anyway. It's a full shelf. It's a very full shelf. I guess I'm like in the corner here, way up front. But yeah, it's a very full shelf. So, yeah, I do have multiple copies of a lot of things. In my defense, some of them were gifts. So I'm not like buying out the stores. Okay. So like, sorry, words are hard. Exclamation point words. Most of you have seen flip throughs of this, so we're not really going to do a lingering flip through because honestly, Johanna has one on her Instagram and it's so cute because I colored this one and I forgot, Angela reminded me in a message, I forgot that she said her girls didn't really like these dragons because they look like mice, but they're so cute. They're so cute. Yes, words are so hard. So, of course, I couldn't help myself but to jump in straight away. I barely had like 30 minutes to work on it when I started, and then I finally got it done yesterday. But still, I was like, well, if that doesn't show how busy I've been, I don't know what will. Right? So super cute. So cute. So, the question is, so I did a poll on both Instagram and YouTube. And here's the funny thing. So the question was, oh, no, Destiny, I've got, let's see, I've got 3. Yeah, no, I've got it, like, I don't have a single copy of anything. Sorry, I can't hardly read the labels over there, but I've got multiples. But that's the thing, it's like sometimes I want to use alcohol markers, but of course, if you use alcohol markers, it just destroys the page behind it. So I like to make sure that, you know, I've got the space to color more in it. Let's see, it's too much Johanna. I've got 2, that's enough. If I go back, I would have refrained from buying her older, or maybe I would have gotten some of the newer ones. That's fair. 5 of the small victories. How many small victories do I have? I've got at least 3. 3 of the small, but honestly, like, they're gorgeous books. And I love that over the years she has listened to the feedback. Like, people, you know, first said they don't like it when their picture runs into the seam. They really liked the small victories, you know, like the slightly more simplified. And yet she still manages to make it elegant in a way to where adults don't need to feel not that you should, but you know, it's kind of that stigma of like, oh, you color, but it's like, it's sophisticated enough that you're like, yeah, I do color, and look at this. It's amazing, right? So I'm just super excited. See, here's the pumpkin that I know. So like I said, Shannon and I believe Corey, if she streams on Sunday, are going to be coloring this one as well. Didn't Suzanne, did she do this one or did she start this one? Suzanne was one of the first ones that I saw that got it, but she got lucky, I think, at Waterstones, and they had it, and she like got same day delivery on it. So I did the poll and I asked everybody because last year when we did this, we colored a little bit of something every day. Okay, this I love. This has so much potential. You can either use it for a gem practice. Oh, she did the rabbit. That's right. You can use it for a gem practice page, or I was thinking about it. What if you did like tiny little images within the main facet of the gem? Pre-order for 8 months, right? Yeah. My other one I pre-ordered in February. 1 copy of small video, 2 copies. 1 is for me, the second is for buddy coloring. Oh, I love that, Mary. Yeah, she's working on the pumpkin. That's right. Yeah, Suzanne started that one. I can't remember if I chat. Oh no, I did chat in that one. I have been lurking in so many streams, you guys. Like, well, first of all, I don't know if you guys can tell. You probably can. I redid this back area. And you can't really see it, but I redid some of the shelves. Like, I reorganized and shifted everything around. Like, I've got storage things over here. But I kind of mixed it up. And Renee, don't worry. Bob Ross is just out of frame. He's the first thing you see when you walk in the office. But I've got my paintings up from the festival Oh my gosh, words are hard. And you know, I've got a fall thing, and I've got the color cubes back there. But it was a full reorganize in here. But it wasn't just that. Like, I had stuff for the kids. I was just behind on absolutely everything. Stick people and animals in there. Small victories number 2. I don't know. I know people have asked her about if she's going to do another small one. And I think she said maybe. However, she already had this book coming out, and I believe she has the next one planned already. So if, and this isn't, don't quote me on this because it could be wrong. If there were to be another small victories like book where it's smaller as well, it wouldn't be for probably, well, if you count this book and the next one, another 2 books. So maybe like after the next one. Mayhaps. Right, BB? Exactly. But totally unrelated to all of this, she did say that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, 2026. I sold one of the paintings, you guys. The market that I painted for 3 days outside, there was a lot of back and forth because it was really hard to like nail down a time and everything else. And I sold the painting. So let's see, I have, it's this one here. So I posted, you know, pictures and stuff during the festival, right? I know, I was so excited. So I have one small print of this one left because when I ordered my prints, I got 2 small ones because my mother wanted one. And then I have this one as well. So I think I might go ahead and put this up in the shop, but this is the painting that I did. Yeah, exactly, baby. Oh, thanks everyone. This is the painting that I did. This is a print of it. The original one's there now. And when they find a place to hang it, with a print of the shells, yes, yeah, we've sold a few of the shell prints as well, and there are still some left. But I think I was hesitant to put this in the shop. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, I don't know. But I do have this one, so I think that at some point I'll make a new listing, and this one small print will go up in the shop in case anybody wants it. But yeah, okay. Let's pick a page because we can talk for ages. We have so much to talk about. I was gone forever, I swear. Okay, so the one page that keeps catching my eye that I keep coming back to. Oh, I'm all over the place. What I was saying was that I did the poll where I asked, do we want to do something different every day like we did last year, or do we want to finish a page? And here's the kicker. On the YouTube poll, I shouldn't have done it on 2 polls because if anything, it made me more confused. On the YouTube poll, it was finish an entire page. On the Instagram poll, it was a little bit of something every day. So they like literally both won. Now, granted, I know some people who voted on Instagram probably voted on YouTube too, but still, because there were like 150 or 200 votes on each one. So I was just like, well, so here's what I think I'm going to do. Since we're doing this on YouTube and we have 8 days, sounds good, Renee. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Since we have 8 days, we're going to do first a full page. Okay, we're going to do first a full page, and then we'll start doing some of the small victories and such. So we're going to do a little bit of both. But the one that has been calling out to me is this one. I love this one. Like the succulents that are on top. Hang on, I'm gonna break the spine a little bit. The succulents that are on top, like how cute is this? It's so cute, and I love it so much. Hang on, is the music? Oh, we're so good. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making a quick adjustment here. But yeah, oh, what's the poll say? So those were Magic Worlds. Has yours arrived yet? So about 50-50. But, you know, that's fair because, like, I know technically for you guys in the UK, it doesn't come out until the 24th. So tomorrow, right? All right, we're going to move the bookmarks over here. We'll do that giveaway a little bit later. All right, so we are going to be using the Prismacolors. That is what I had out already because of what I did There we go. Our little fellow with. So he was done with Prismacolors. A lot of kind of blue greens, mulberry, some of the chartreuse and yellow chartreuse. So the question is, do we start with the plants? I feel like I really want to do this succulent. So I think we're going to dive into that. So let's go ahead and zoom on in. Hi, Cece. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're going to finish this page in its entirety, and then we'll do a bunch of the small ones. Because like, look at these. These are like perfect. I thought about having you guys vote on a page, but honestly, there were so many pages. Like I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to choose. Okay, so let's pick our greens first. So we're definitely going to do some Sap Green Light and Kelly Green. Love those so much. Some of them I have out already. So let's see, Sap Green Light. There it is. Sap Green Light is 120. Okay, and then Kelly Green is number 1096. Like I said, I had mine out already, so here we go, 1096. Okay, here I'll zoom out while we pull these. Okay, 1096. Oh, and Shannon, I did remember what you said about the slightly different, the different color and tone of the paper, because obviously this is a bright white, and this has definitely got more of a. And I agree, it's like it's kind of, I don't know that I would even call it ivory, but honestly, I didn't even notice it until you compared the white paper with it. Like I said, I was lurking in a lot of stuff. Okay, then let's do Prussian Green, which is number 109. Morning, Durbin. Hi, Cece. And if I missed anyone, I apologize. Let's see. And then let's do, I want to get some pink in here. So let's get some blush pink, which I think I have out already. Blush pink and pink. Okay, so 928, not that one, not that one. And what was the other one? 928 and regular pink. Here we go. 928 and 929. Here we go. Thanks, Leanne. Oddly enough, we're kind of going with slightly similar colors today. Let's also grab, Pale Sage. I don't have it. I've got my Franken pencils here all super glued together because I'm super fancy like that. And then we're going to need one more kind of shadowy color. Let's do Black Cherry, which I think I already have out. Yeah, 1078. Okay, so for the, and we'll grab like something else if I feel like I want to use that. But for now, these are the colors we're going to use. Now, we could go ahead, let's pull up on Google. And you guys, if you're following along, you can pull it up as well. Let's go to Google. And let's do Succulent so we can get our kind of color order right. Hang on one second. Okay, so I just typed in the word succulent, and the ones I'm looking at, quite pretty. They got like pink on the edge, definitely a muted green. We could add in a little bit of a blue. Let's grab Periwinkle as well. Sounds good, Leah. All right, Periwinkle is number 1025. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna add that one. And let's grab Indigo Blue as well, just in case. We might not use it, but I do want to have it. Oh, it's so tiny. That's my baby Indigo Blue. We'll grab another one if that one runs out. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. I have extras. All right, so, ooh, have fun, Julie. Thanks for stopping in. So we definitely have pink on the edges with green on the inside. So let's go ahead and start with, let's actually start with the pink so we can kind of get that mapped out. Oh, I'm so glad, Leah. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we're going to start with PC 929. And we're going to kind of go along the outside edges. Remember, like I said, if you want to kind of see what we're, kind of what I'm using as a color reference, literally just go to Google and type in the word succulent, and there's so many that come up. And there's a lot of the ones that are this shape, which is kind of what I'm envisioning, and have like the pink tips and such. Good morning, Trey. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, I am all for that. I made myself a chore chart just because I've really been having to focus on my time management lately to try and fit everything in that I need to do. And so I have a plan. Like, I've got a calendar that I put up and said, okay, on Mondays I do this, on Tuesdays I do this, on Wednesdays I do this, which is a great way to do it if you can keep up with it and you've got the time to do it. So far this week I've done one day, because my idea is to like deep clean the kitchen. Not that we don't deep, clean the kitchen, but I'm talking about like a full deep clean of the kitchen once a week. And I did not have time to get to that this week. However, I did find time to do a deep clean of the bathrooms and everything. And the idea is, it won't be as much work by the time. This almost looks like it's folded over. We can color like, yeah, we'll do it like this. But I was pretty pressed for time yesterday. I was like, well, we got something done. Home bonus mom. The kids are at their bio on this week, so I don't have much to do anyway. Oh, there you go. That works. Well, I also did, part of the stuff that's been keeping me busy is just, we have, I won't say who and I won't say exactly what days or anything, but I do have a couple birthdays that I need to finish getting prepped for, that is coming sooner rather than later on top of Halloween. And then little Emily really wanted a spider outside the house, and I won't show it here because, like, I don't know if anybody's got arachnophobia, but I don't want to traumatize anyone when they come here. But essentially I ended up crafting a spider that was, the body was about yay big and it had like really long, anyway, it successfully looks creepy on the camera outside. But I used some white yarn I had, and I like weaved up this web, and I've got this spider all like hologram. Anyway, it's big, and I did paper mache with it. Hi, Kenny. Paper mache with it, and although I didn't use the glue method, I did the water and flour. I went ahead and added salt to it to help preserve it for even longer, but I know full well it's not going to last for. It will last up until Halloween is over, but in this humidity, if it can just hang on till after the holiday season, it'll be great. Mike has two. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Playing their Super Bowl? That's awesome. 2 birthdays and an anniversary. November is a busy, busy month. Like, it's crazy. But it has fully occupied all of my time, and which, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. I enjoy doing it. I think it's going to be a good time. Good time had by all, but it's a lot to organize in the space of time that I have. But it should be a lot of fun. And then, like I said, I was doing the costume making because little Steve, at first they were like, "Oh, we want to do Harry Potter," but little Steve is brilliant at choosing unique costumes. He's been a hot dog, which isn't super unique, but it's still fun. He's been a traffic cone. Last year, he really wanted to be the inflatable, the T-Rex dinosaur. This year, he said he wanted to be Duolingo. And I'm honestly impressed that that I did as good as I did, and call it a win because he's been wearing it everywhere. Oh, my autofocus is on. Sorry about that. There we go. That's better. Well, hold up. But yeah, he's been loving it and wearing it everywhere. He'll just come downstairs wearing it. I was like, well, that's why I sewed it and I didn't just like make it out of cardboard or something. Okay, actually, do you guys want to see it real quick? Because like now I'm talking about it, I want to show it to you. Hang on, it's in his room. I'm gonna go grab it. 1 second. put it on full here. There we go. Okay, so I wanted it to be something that would last for a while, and I'll turn it around here in a second. You can see he's got the little ear. There we go, the little ears. He has orange leggings to wear underneath of it, and then he has some green gloves. We didn't do a long sleeve because it's Texas and I don't need him overheating, but this is his Duolingo costume. So he's got armholes here, and then this is where his legs come out, but he's got the orange leggings, so even got the beak like all sticking out. And then this here, this is like the place for his head to go. Well, it's Duolingo. He's been wearing it everywhere. Thanks everyone. Yeah, it's definitely been the highlight costume. Little Emily, she wants to be, is it gonna focus? Maybe not. Okay, so she wants to be this cat. So I have a shirt that I need to make look like a cat. We got everything else, but this has definitely been, he really wants to find a costume contest to go to so he can do it, but it's just a simple one because it's, I got inch thick foam because it's all it had, so I took like an hour and cut the inch in half. So it's ½ an inch foam and then folded in half, and then I stitched the green material on the inside and the outside so the foam wasn't itchy, and then simple just flat stitched together and armholes, and got some tulle there. Anyway, definitely the highlight costume of the year this year. I was gonna do like work in progress stuff to show you guys, but I was just like, eh. There you go. Hi Heather, how are you? But I told Steve, I was just like, ooh, I need to make sure that I show this to chat. Oh, like I said, it warms my heart because he wants to wear it like everywhere. It's hilarious. So hilarious. Since we're full swing in the, here, I'm putting the microphone back on. Since I'm full swing into stream, full swing stream, do we want to go ahead and do a giveaway for one of these ones? Let's do the Halloween one first. So I'm going to pull up Nightbot. Okay, and then we're going to do giveaways. We're going to use the word bookmark. Okay, type in the word bookmark. We'll let that roll for a little bit, and then we'll do giveaway for this bookmark here. Oh, they're super fun, Leah. I like the Avery vinyls. So this one's got holographic on the back and then glitter on the front. The only thing is I wish they sold the glitter vinyl in like larger packs, but it's only like a sheet, like a package that only has like 5 of them in there. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun for sure. And then little Emily has had a lot of events at her school. I know Corey talks a lot about, you know, she's chauffeur and the kids run around. That's basically, I think we're getting to that point now where there's always something to go to. But I don't mind going, like, it's for the kids and I want them to have, you know, good memories that their parents were there for them for these things. Oh yeah, it's great, Leah. It's fabulous. What do you use for your sticker paper? I really like the weatherproof sticker paper from Online Labels. And then I do the vinyl on top. It's hard though, because, you know, unlike when you make them yourself, unless you have the specific printer ink for it, they're not truly waterproof, but they're water resistant. Looking forward to getting it. Yes. Oh, butterflies. I don't know if I just missed it somehow, but I went searching through my email last night. Can you make sure you send me your mailing address? I was double checking everything last night and I realized I didn't see yours. Unless you messaged me somewhere else other than my email. And if you don't have my email, you can do ! Email and then just send it there. Just for stickers, but oh no, I already read that part, never mind. But yeah, we'll do the giveaway for that Treats bookmark there, and then we'll do the other green one. I really like the way that green one turned out though. I think I'm gonna have to recolor it for myself. And if you missed it, those bookmarks were the free coloring download that was available to YouTube members. So if you are a YouTube member, be sure to get your download before the month is up, because then I'll be switching it to something else. But if you are interested, that is how you can obtain that printout, and then you can make your own. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you, butterflies. And I might have just missed it. I swear, the amount of emails that I get in there, like, it's hard. If I don't like respond to someone straight away, it's really easy for it to just like disappear in the din of noise that is my email. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and use a little bit of blush pink. Just a bit, not a ton. This is gonna be mostly green, but I want that kind of transition pink between this and the light green that we're gonna use. And then we'll have room for some blue as well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, because Leanne, you're getting the pumpkin one, which honestly is one of my favorites. Like, it's so cute. And it's all sparkly now. Sorry, I was just making sure. I also have to like make sure that it's not the kids messaging me. Blend the green to the pink. I struggle with blending colors without them looking muddy. Ah, well, the key is to go slow. Don't go too heavy-handed to begin with, and just kind of ease your way in. And then if you guys missed it, Johanna is going to be doing some video uploads, not this week, but next week for the book launch. All right, so now let's go ahead and start with our Kelly green. And we're going to start our darker green color here. Not pressing super hard. We'll blend it eventually. Well, I have a blender. So it's not that we're necessarily we're going to be blending it ourselves, but we'll be burnishing it here shortly, which essentially means that you're smoothing out the tooth of the paper and getting a bit more of a kind of rich, vibrant look to it. I'm not going all the way up to the pink here. We're going to just, because the Kelly green isn't even going to be our darkest green, but I'm leaving space for the lighter green we're going to do, and I'm going light enough that we'll be able to layer some blue on top of this. And then we're not going to do Prismacolors for all 8 days. We're going to be doing some other things. I was thinking that after we're done with this page, we should switch it up. Actually, let's do another poll real quick while we're waiting for that to run. Hi, Britt. Right, Leah? Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so for our next, let's see, for our next page, would you like, should we use, I can't spell, should we use, oh my gosh, I swear, I can spell. Okay, should we use pencils, markers, or gouache? Which, if you have watercolor, that would work for it too, but I like the way the gouache layers. Thanks, Audrey. All right, so let's see. We've got 24 for the bookmark. If you missed it, go ahead and type in the word bookmark, and we'll go ahead and get that rolled here in just a second. Hi, Celeste. How are you? Oh, yeah. What are you making? I need to make some more kolaches. Those would be really handy to have in the morning. Problem is, we eat them so fast, they don't last very long. Ooh, apple crumble party at Audrey's house. I'm getting crumble. Right, Ronnie? Oh, I'm so glad. You'll love it. You'll love it. All right. I'm going to leave the outsides of these ones because I think we'll do them in a slightly different color. Just to kind of help, probably something lighter to help differentiate the inside or the outside of the leaf. It reminds me a little bit of like artichoke leaves. Oh, I just thought I was going to do a different color. Oh well, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. All right, let's go ahead and roll for the giveaway. 5, 4, 3, 2, tap into the bookmark and roll it. Mona, you are the winner. Let's see, let's grab a pen here. Maybe, is it gonna let me? Yes, okay. Not the right size. There we go. Okay, so this was for the treats. And don't worry, Annette, we're gonna have one more. The next one we'll do will be this one. So we've got one more. All right, so, thanks, Ronnie. Okay, so Bookmark Treats is Mona. Now, Mona, I don't recall if I've sent you anything before. I might have, but go ahead and shoot me an email with your mailing address just in case. Okie dokie. And then we'll do another giveaway later. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Instagram's just fine. That's perfect. You know, the funny thing is, Tech Gal, is after I laminated them, I realized I probably should have. So I think what I'm going to do, because I have to get out my cutting machine later today, I think I'm going to cut myself a little label and then put it on the back. I thought about typing my name, but I think I'll just write it, because I do have a stamp, but this is glossy now. So after I put the vinyl on, I was like, oh, I should have done that. But I'm going to do a little sticker on the back here, and then I'll go ahead and sign it. That way, each one. Right, I know, that's what I'm thinking. I was just like, well, dang, I can't sign the plastic. So yeah, I'm going to make a cute little label to go on the back of them. Use a Sharpie. It won't last though. Like Sharpie, as soon as like alcohol touches it, that's going to go away. But yes, I'm going to put a little sticker on the back, but it you know, won't peel up easily, and I'll go ahead and sign them that way. But I was just like, after I did, I was like, oh, I probably should have done that. I know. No, it's okay. I'll put a special label on the back, and then I'll go ahead and sign it. I was just like, dang it. Wasn't thinking. Okay, sounds good, butterflies. I'll go ahead and, hi, Kelly. I'll go ahead and take a look afterwards. Thank you. And then we'll do the giveaway for the last bookmark here in a little while. And I'm kind of glad that we're doing this whole 8 days. And trust me, guys, this will get darker. We're just starting our layers, just barely. Because it's celebratory for the new book, but also, I'll make sure it's still accurate before I say anything. Hang on. Because I'd be looking pretty silly if it suddenly went back down. Hang on. It's loading. Load faster, computer. I have to say something. I gotta make sure that I'm saying it correctly. Hold on. We're checking the analytics. I am. We hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube the other day. I may or may not have been screenshotting it all day going, ooh. Right, Cece? Oh, thanks, Kay. But yeah, we are at 20,032. And I was like, well, dang, man, what better way to celebrate? We'll give away some bookmarks. We'll stream every day for a little over a week. It'd be great. Right? I was just like, mind blown. So thank you, everyone who has subscribed. You wonderful, wonderful people. I would not have those numbers if it wasn't for you guys. Here's to 20 more thousand, right? That's the hope. But yeah, I was like, oh, well, good. We're celebrating. And like I said, we don't do the daily streams very often. If you're new here, normally we just stream twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays. But you know, Johanna's book came out. Perfect time to celebrate. Okay, so we're still just going really light with Kelly Green. Aw, thanks everyone. Okay. And I haven't decided what next month's free download is going to be. Definitely something autumn related. You know, Thanksgiving's coming up and all of that. You guys, it hasn't rained here or anything, but it's been mildly chilly. in the morning, gone by the afternoon, but mildly chilly in the morning. It's very exciting. I think we are past fake fall and we're headed into actual fall, which would be really awesome. Like the kids actually wanted to go outside and play. I was just like, all right, more power to you. These are Prismas. They are indeed. Yes, we are kind of, I like doing Prismas because they're a nicer pencil, but they're also something that a lot of people have. I really like the Caran d'Ache pencils that I have, but I also know not everybody has them. So I like to try and choose something that everyone has. Ooh, how are we doing on the poll? Ooh, gouache, pencils, marker. Okay, okay. Well, it looks like pencils won. So what we'll do is we'll do this one, and then our next one after this will be pencils, and then after that we'll do gouache. Yeah, Leah, I was blessed with the Pablo pencils. A wonderful viewer named Evelyn gifted them to me, and then for the Loomies, my husband gave those to me for Christmas. 5 years ago-ish, I think. And then the wonderful Marcy helped me to complete my collection of the new ones that they put out for the Loomies. So, oh, I missed that one with the Kelly Green. Yes, I was very lucky to have such wonderful friends that sent that my way. Right, Kelly? Me too. 75 here yesterday in Ohio. Yeah, I don't even know what it's supposed to be today. It was mildly chill outside, but nothing significant. All right, so we are using the sap green light here, and we are about to make this a bit darker. So we're just very lightly filling in the rest of this white space here. I'm gonna ignore the outside portions for now. And we'll do something. That's one great thing about Prismacolors is they really do just blend beautifully with one another. My perfect weather, right? Marcy, they're so good. Full set of Faber-Castell, and I love them. The Caran d'Ache number, they're wonderful, so wonderful. Yeah. Oh no, Britt. Well, make sure if anybody's behind, make sure you refresh, and yeah, we'll run the other giveaway in a little bit. In fact, I'm going to be sneaky and put in the keyword now. Actually, we could just, if somebody says it. I am using Prismacolors. Hi, Heart and Hustle, welcome. I'll go ahead and let it run for a little bit, but the keyword for getting in for this bookmark here, zoom in a little bit, for this bookmark here is green. So if you want to type in the word green, we'll do the giveaway for this bookmark next. This one was fun. I had a lot of fun coloring that one. There we go, perfect. We'll let that roll for a little bit, and then we'll give away that one. Okay, so now let's get some of our blue in. What do we have here? We chose periwinkle. Do I still? Yeah, we're gonna still do periwinkle. Thanks, Kelly. Yes, I had a lot of fun with that. Honestly, it's like if I were to rank my favorites, I don't know. I really like how this one turned out. So, but I also really like these kind of colors. So I think I probably, not that I dislike them, it's just ones that I was like, oh, that's really cool. So yeah, probably first, second, third, fourth. I mean, I still like them all, but I was really pleased with that. For the green one, I did a solid layer of the green marker, and then I used the blender marker to pull some of the ink out a little bit, and I gave it kind of this textured look in the background. Right? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay, let's see. We're sharpening the periwinkle here. Okay, so now we're going to go in a little bit with a little bit more pressure. Not going to do the whole thing, but a bit. Starting to fill in a bit more of that space. I'm not going to do it equal across all the petals because it's just going to have some blue on it. Not a ton. But I think when you're adding a bunch of different colors, the key is build your layers up slowly. I feel like it's a little bit bright for you guys. We're going to turn that down just a bit. Thanks, Sue. Aw, thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I love the glitter vinyl so much. I really just need to make some more of those, and because I have some bookmarks in the shop, but I need to put some more. And next time I'll sign them. I was just so excited to finish it. I'm like, oh yay, vinyl time, and then I was like, oh crud. I probably should have signed that before I did that. Sounds good, Kelly. Enjoy your walk. But yeah, it does feel nice that I'm finally, you know, that feeling when you have so much going on and then you finally get your head above water a little bit. That's what I got going on. It's like, all right, I feel like I can accomplish some things. I'm not quite at the point yet where I have like free time in the sense of doing something that doesn't involve, you know, the channel or the kids or whatever else. But I'm close. I'm close. Oh, awesome, Cece. I love that. Call me Magical Worlds. I'm so paranoid to start a page out of fear of messing up. You're good. You're good. Just jump right in. Honestly, most things are usually pretty salvageable. I mean, because truth be told, when I don't think you'll be able to see it. When I first was covering the back of these, I actually started with black pencil and I was like, oh no. But you want to know the amazing thing about like paint and gouache? You can just cover things up. Like, it's all good. And if you're using pencil and you really feel like you messed it up, you can always like erase it. And yes, there's still some pigment left on the sheet. It's usually light enough that you can kind of go back in with it. Or if you can be a little bit extra overboard like me. I guess these are technically the back side of these. Oh well. And get multiple copies. But I swear the third one's going back, I promise. I cannot justify 3 copies. Sometimes I'll get a third copy afterward if there's a page that I really want to do again. I can't justify 3 copies straight out of the gate. Not with birthdays coming up. But yeah, so loads happening here. But you know, all good stuff. Okay, so just a little bit more blue. So under your bed. Sounds good, Leanne. Out of sight, out of mind. Oh goodness, but they're so lonely. Oh man. But yeah, so we got some of that decor outside. Like I said, the spider's pretty fun. I was pretty proud of it. Okay, so that is the blue. Now let's go ahead and let's go back to our succulent picture. Looks like it's pretty consistently dark around the base because I was concerned I might need to lighten it, but I think it actually works. $10 off, $50 purchase coupon today. I wanted to stock up on meat and my guy wanted to snack around. We're trying to win the coupon by trading personal favors. There you go. I'll do the laundry and take out the trash, but don't you love those coupons though? I had to get stuff for the kids' costumes for Joann's. But again, there's no Joann's around here. Had to go to Austin for it. But one of the reasons it's totally worth it. Okay, so we're going to be using the, what do we have? We have 109, so it is the Prussian green. One of the reasons that it's totally worth it is because Joann's stacks coupons. So I was actually able to get all the material I needed for little Steve's costume, plus stuff that I needed for little Emily's. And I think I ended up saving like $40 for it. Mercy. All right, so you can see we're starting to get just a little bit darker here. I think you'll be amazed with how dark it ends up being by the time we're done. Yes, we're spending some time on a succulent, but we got 8 days. We got 8 days. We're all good. We got time. I mean, not a ton of time, but we got time. In fact, since today is Wednesday and my normal stream time, if we really wanted to, we could always go till noon or do the full 2 hours, like at 11:30. I think if we do a full 2 hours on a day, it will depend on who's streaming later that day or whatever else. So we're all good. We're just gonna keep moving forward. Well, you know, new book, it's a perfectly good time. I I also want out, we're gonna get dark green as well. Is this one? Yeah, this one's dark. Another one of my Franken pencils where I glue them all together. Oh no, Britt. You know, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have the soft touch. I have the pastel tints. I have the gold ones. Have you done a book giveaway? Where I could like order it from Amazon and send it to them, yes, but I haven't sent out actual books only because honestly, shipping these days is insane. So if I do, when I do a book giveaway, it's usually where I order it directly from the, you know, whatever Amazon is located in that person's country or whatever else. Because shipping is just like, well, I mean, everything is just not so expensive right now. So it's like, yeah. Right. Ronnie, it's the time that's an issue. But I did get a lot of good feedback for doing the bookmarks as the free downloads. So, we may be doing some more kind of useful paper crafts in the future, not just coloring pages, but you know, a paper craft that you can color. Like the bookmarks. I need to brainstorm to come up with other things other than bookmarks, but they're super cute. Okay, so we're still just using the Prussian green. Like I said, I know it looks light right now, but trust the process. Well, maybe we'll do a normal coloring page for November's download, but then maybe I can get working on some cute like holiday bookmarks. Everybody loves a good holiday. Or, oh my gosh, Ronnie, yes, Steve and I had the conversation the other day. I was just like, can we just find someone who knows how to clone or like somehow, you know, give me like 8 more arms. Can I be like gene spliced with an octopus? Like that would be great. I just need more time, more me, more arms. Like that would be fabulous. Or just like get to the point where we can hire a housekeeper where I don't have to worry about the chores or dinner. Although to be fair, Steve does a lot of the cooking around here just because like, yeah, we're both incredibly busy, and especially if it's been a day where I've been running all over Cucamonga, running errands, getting the kids, all the things that by the time dinner time rolls around, I'm like, I'm good. Holiday ornaments could be cute. The only thing that held me back with holiday ornaments was, Johanna has done holiday. Now I know she's also done bookmarks, but those weren't something that was like a free download. Those were something that you could purchase. But I didn't want it to seem like I was copying her. You know what I mean? Oh, fun, Leah. But there's other things. Like, what if I did like a like garland, like kind of how oh, well, maybe you guys can see it. Maybe here. Let's do full screen. Okay. Do you see this? Sure. There we go. Like this right here. You can't see it, and mostly because it's tied up and I won't be able to take it down. But these are all tiny little printouts of coloring books. So like that black one on the end, that's Maria Troll. The next one is Floral Wonderland, Christine Karen, How to Draw. Like, and they just, sorry, I'm pointing here because it works for me, but it's actually over here for you guys. Anyway, we could do like a type of hanging garland where you can print it out and I can make the holes like a hole punch hole or something. See, Johanna's done gift tags too, and I only say that, not saying that nobody can do gift tags, but most of the people that know me know that I am beyond familiar with Johanna's work and everything, and so I don't ever want someone to think like, oh, she's just doing the same thing as it. So I want to try and come up with something a bit more unique, only because my style, like I have to work hard to make sure that my style isn't exactly Johanna's, because part of the thing is because I stare at her stuff all the time, it is really easy for my drawings to get influenced by her work. Oh, I had to do that the other day. Mini book project, yeah. Yes, Audrey. Oh my gosh. Extra energy powers, exactly. Oh, mistletoe is cute. That would be fun. What? Do you have like one of those trail cams or something, or on like your main house cam, like your ring light or your ring cam or something? Like, was he up on your porch? Oh my gosh. Main house. Holy heck, Shannon. It's like when you those people are like, we'll see like the bears. Oh, Moan, I got your message. Perfect. I feel like I've sent you something before, but either way, it's there. Oh my gosh. I did see this video. Oh, we're gonna use dark green now. Let's actually, I want it nice and sharp. I did see, cool? Nope. Okay, cool. There was somebody they were hiking and walking on a trail, and they came across the fluffiest bobcat you will ever see. And he was just like chilling. Oh gosh, yeah, heart and hubs. Oh yeah, absolutely. This bobcat was just chilling and just kind of following him and like just kind of hanging out. He brought a friend, and somebody in the comments was just like, if I go, that's how I want to go, trying to pet the floofiest of all floofs. Like, who are we kidding? If you could domesticate bobcats with zero fear that it could, you know, turn on you because, you know, wild animal. Oh, so fast. So fast. Like, oh my gosh, they're so fluffy. A few weeks ago on bike riding, later saw a bobcat, no pic video evidence. They move fast. Right? Absolutely. Yeah, they're so fast. I mean, we've seen like baby foxes and coyotes like here around town. We were driving on the highway. We saw a coyote cross the highway, but thankfully we live in an area where they don't really show. Worst we get is like raccoons patrolling the neighborhood. Eat rabbits and smaller animals, right? See? Okay, so what you're saying is bobcats don't play. What you're saying is we could totally have a pet bobcat. All I'm saying is, if not friend, why friend-shaped? That's all I'm saying. I mean, they're going, here, kitty, right? I got snacks. Like, you're super cute. You wanna come hang out? Like, seriously. If I go, that's gonna be it. Is that Emily tried to pet a floof mother? Yeah, exactly. If not friend, why friend-shaped? Sounds good, bro. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. All right, here, let me see real quick. Oh, it was. Hang on. Okay. I'm gonna crop, Shandy, if I screenshot this and crop it to where you can only see the grass, do you mind if I share it? Like, it's not even gonna be the video. I literally just like screenshotted it. It'll be just the grass. Hang on, I'm cropping it. It's fine? Okay, cool. Do they really? Okay. Oh no, it's too dark. Hang on. Here, let's. That's a bobcat. Okay, cool, Mo. That's what I thought. Sometimes, like, I'll see an ad just be like, that seems really familiar. That's a bobcat. Oh my gosh. The floofiest, terrifying floof monster. I mean, he's pretty, but no thanks. Oh my gosh. But it's so cute. Okay, so we're getting to the heart of getting a lot of the color of the succulent in. What we're going to be doing soon is going in with the shadows and kind of shaping the light direction. Oh my gosh, you guys, is this going to take me all 8 days? I don't know. Right, Audrey? Lived in Idaho. We had a bobcat that strolled through our mountain acreage, and our dachshund said, no, blame I told him, I don't blame him. Wait, what did Kenny say? Hold on, wait. We had coyotes around us. They send the females out to lure any dogs. Oh my gosh. Right, Mercy? I know, but they're so fluffy. They're so fluffy. Something about animals that are fluffy. That's all I'm saying. They're just so cute. Okay, so let's see. We've gotten some on here, but what we're going to do, and again, this is going to be darker. It's not, okay, my tripod is laying on the floor behind me, and like 3 times now I've thought that it was Annie sleeping on the floor. What's the round thing in the center of the flower? Or on the right? Oh, this here? I don't know. I'll probably wait to color it till we have the other colors chosen and then choose some sort of contrasting color. Johanna has also said that sometimes she just makes like foliage or vegetation up. So yeah, mess with those kitties, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we did find a rabbit at one point. We pulled out our dumpster and it was hiding underneath and the kids got super excited. Obviously we couldn't keep it, but we spoke to a wildlife rehabber and we found a good place to go release it to because it would have gotten hit by a car where we were living at before. We're like, this is not a good place for you, bunny. But it was super cute. All right, so there we go. All right, so now we're gonna go in with 1078 Black Cherry. And this is definitely one of those trust the process things. Like I'm feeling pretty confident in how it's going to look at the end, but we are going to start adding our colors in a little bit heavier now that we've got kind of everything all mapped out. So we're going to use the 1078 Black Cherry. Black Cherry? Yeah, 1078 Black Cherry. Did you get excited if I saw, oh wait, no, I already saw it. Okay, so Black Cherry. So in my head, the light is, I tend to do a lot of light direction coming from the right side. So that is what we're going to be working with. So where I'm choosing to put my shadows will be based on that. A lot of these overlap parts are going to be darker just because they're layered. And again, if you're trying to come up with ideas or how you think it should look, for the color inspiration, I just pulled up Google and typed in the word succulent. Oh, we probably should do that giveaway. If you, I'll let it go for another minute since I forgot about it for a second, but we're giving away this bookmark. It's open worldwide. You can just type in the word green and I can get that sent out to you. Now that we'll have all of the winners today, I'll be able to get that out hopefully by tomorrow. So I want to make sure you guys get it before, especially the ones that are more Halloween-y and less fall. I want to make sure you guys can get it before it goes. The other two have had to, like that already won it, have had to wait a little while because I wanted to wait until they were all done so I could put the vinyl all on them. It's so much easier when you've got them all on the same sheet of paper. Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and roll it. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, Halloween! Exactly. 2, 1. Durban, congratulations. And same thing goes for you, Durban. I don't recall if I've sent you anything before. I mean, I honestly have the worst memory, so who knows? Maybe I did. But why don't you go ahead and shoot me your mailing address, and I'll get that sent out to you. Sorry, I'm trying to find. Why do I keep grabbing the wrong one? There we go. That works. Okay, but those are like too many legs, Fluffy. Like my limit is 4 legs. Okay, so the green bookmark goes to Durban. Perfect. Awesome. Yay! Happy Meal is so fun. It's been a while though, yeah. Perfect. Well, cool. They've all got homes they're going to then. All right, so we're gonna go back to it. Black Cherry. Okay. And I know I haven't shown any updated quilt squares today, but I just didn't have enough time to get to them. I'm hoping to get to them before Friday. Maybe if I've got time this afternoon, hopefully I can get to them after that. But anyway, the great thing about these 8 days is that if you are trying to save up points for your quilt square or your charms, these 8 days of streams are going to give you plenty of opportunity. Marcy. So I'm actually I was thinking about it. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more black cherry because if the light's coming from here, this side is going to have the darkest shadows of all the leaves, and we'll do a little bit less shadow on this side. So show of hands if we have any Brandon Sanderson fans in the chat, because if you weren't aware, the much awaited Wind and Truth from the Way of Kings, the Stormlight archive series, it's coming out in December. It's coming soon. I'm currently doing a re-listen of the books. I started Way of Kings the other day, but I'm doing Audible, so it's easy for me to get through it. But here's the crazy thing. Like, you really get your bang for your buck when it comes to credits and Brandon Sanderson's books, because his books are generally, he's on my list. I'll just check out which book. Mistborn, the Mistborn series. I've listened to some podcasts and talked to a lot of other people, and I think Mistborn is the easiest to get into. It has just a hint of romance in it, but nothing, yeah, it's really not the focus at all. But Mistborn series is hands down probably the best one. I was a little confused when I first started it, but like now I'm like, oh, that all makes so much sense. And here's the thing, is he writes, fan of the guy, but I'm stacking his books to read someday. Yeah, honestly, if I didn't have them on Audible, like I would not have had time. Like I just don't have time to just sit down and read. I listen to a lot of them when I'm waiting at the car pickup line, which is just super, right? I love it. Thanks, Jeanette. But his new book, Wind and Truth, 62 hours. 62. The longest book of all of his books. And it's going to be just brilliant. It's going to be so brilliant. I'm so excited. Like, it's going to be so good. But yeah, so if you haven't pre-ordered it, yeah, Audible is amazing for it. But because his books are all related, like in the Cosmere, like that's the universe in which his stories dwell. A lot of characters make appearances in other books. It's just, yeah, it's really good all the way around. So good. Highly recommend. And again, it will be darker than this when we're done. I know I keep saying that, but I don't know how many, Mistborn, the Mistborn trilogy. There are some later Mistborn books, but they take place in a different time and it's not the same characters. The Mistborn books are 3 books. And yeah, they're probably, everyone that is a fan of Brandon Sanderson says that they're a good first read. The Way of Kings was a little bit slow for me initially because I was meeting all of these characters. I wasn't sure where I was going, but I'm on my probably 5th re-listen of the whole series. Audible book runs out today. I only have 4 hours left. Oh no. Is it one that's like on the Audible originals, or is it a one that you purchased? Because any of the books that you've purchased should stay with it. Keep your butt at home, Shannon. We don't, even though he's friend-shaped, we don't make friends, Shannon. We want to keep fingers. You can't color if you're missing fingers. Yeah, exactly, Wilcox. Exactly. But yeah, if it's books that you've purchased, even if you don't have the Audible subscription anymore, you'll still be able to listen to them. Yana, you're enabling her bobcat. Who am I kidding? If I was there, I'd go with her too. Like, I swear, I can keep myself safe. It's just a little bobcat. Yeah. I would be an enabler as well. I do have one credit that I need to use. I just haven't decided what I want to use. I actually got a book. I was going to ask you guys. So they're books that I read. Oh, protect. There you go. Just wear a turtleneck. He won't know. It'll be secret. Amazon, 20% off Kindle, Wind and Truth, but Audible's, oh, it's so much better. It's so much better. You know what? I would love it if he would put out sometime, and I would slowly collect the series over the course of receiving my my credits, is a graphic audio version of his books, because you have all of those actors and everything in there, doing all the different voices. But I don't know. I love that he chooses a lot of the same voice actors as well, because you get a lot of consistency throughout the books. Like, it's just, oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So Milton's trying to get too feral. There you go. So there were these books that I read when I was a kid, and I don't know if it was just like escapism or I just really liked the kind of supernatural aspect to it. So raise a hands if you had ever heard or ever read of the Animorphs books. Am I alone in that? Like, I don't really remember what happened in the books, but I remembered loving the stories as a kid. Like, I was probably 12, 13-ish when I read them, maybe 14. But I do remember loving them and the way that the stories went through. Yes? Okay, so they popped into my head the other day, and so I looked on Amazon, and they do have the original ones. They do. However, they also have graphic novels of them. Human animals are, yeah. So I guess they can like transform into animals. I guess. I know that's the case. I just don't remember how they ended up, like, I don't remember much about it. Anyway, so I got one. It really was a pretty inexpensive book, and I think it's because it's maybe not really well known. I got one. They made a comeback when my kids were in elementary school, right? That's what I'm thinking, Leah. So I haven't given this to the kids yet, because I want to read through it at first, because it is a graphic novel. Like, I want to make sure that, I mean, because it's got like aliens in it, right? I want to make sure that it's not going to be too scary. So I'm going to read through it first and make sure that it's good. They like reading the Wings of Fire books, but they're both really into graphic novels, which, let's be honest, it's basically a comic book, but thicker. So I got this. I'm going to read it through it. And if so, I might see if I can introduce them into more of these books. I was really intrigued by it. Much a reader, but he does like the graphic novels. He's 12. It's probably a good. Yeah, Leah, exactly. If you want, when I read through it, I don't know if you're following me on Instagram or not, but if we can connect there, when I read through it, when I'm done, I can let you know what, because we're pretty, as far as like what I allow the kids to read or what I'm worried about them, there's some parts of the world the kids just don't need to know about. I let them watch, basically, if this is a gauge for it, I've let them watch up to Harry Potter 3. We're not watching Harry Potter 4. We've started reading Harry Potter 4, well, I guess on Audible, but I edit a lot of it, some of the more scarier parts. So that's kind of where our level of where we draw the line for what the kids are allowed to read and such. But yeah, I can let you know. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that'd be great. And then I can follow you back, and that way we can connect. A few Lowriders in Space, graphic novel from the library was super fun. Great paper in red, blue, black, white color palette. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I think that's good for Black Cherry for now. Now we're going to start going in heavier, so let's grab our dark green. But I'm really curious because, when I was a kid, we didn't have the graphic novels for that. That's got to be. So I'm curious to see if they saved the original story and just did, new stuff with it. Anyway, so I'm going to read through it, see how I like it. I would be excited for the kids to read it because I just remember really loving it, really enjoying it. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go over what that Black Cherry was. Right now, little Emily is really into like Babysitter's Club books and whatnot. The Chi book that I showed you with the cat. So we're definitely starting to, she's figuring out what it is that she likes. Okay, a bit more here. But it was just so random. It popped in my head the other day. I was like, I wonder if this is still a thing. Like I said, I found the originals, but then I was like, ooh, they have a graphic novel of it. Like that could appeal to them so much more. But again, I need to read through it. I also did preview the movie If for them. That's finally on Amazon Prime. And it looked adorable. And I did watch it. But movies are really good, like Inside Out 2, a lot of newer movies are really good at making the parents feel all the feels, man. Like, loves graphic novels, but he reads them online. See, there you go. I did, Shannon, because I actually had a really big collection of Nancy Drews growing up. Like, I love them so much. They got, and as the years went on, they have not lasted as long, but I did get her a set of like the first 4 or the first 6. She couldn't get into them. I don't know. Maybe when we tried them last, she was too young. I'm not giving up on them though, because I love Nancy Drew. Hardy Boys, like all of that. Those were so good. Did anybody ever read, I was 10, I raided my mom's bookshelf one night. We had a babysitter and Swipe Firestarter by Stephen King of Flowers in the Attic. I was pretty much done with, right? I've been enjoying the Babysitters Club books. They have graphic. Yes, so, do I have it over here? Oh, I've got it over there. I actually have some waiting for her as a gift in a package over here. So yeah, she likes the like the little sister ones as well. Oh wait, what was I gonna say? Nancy Drew. Oh, okay, I remember now. Did anybody ever read, I guess I don't even know what they'd officially be called. Did anybody ever read the Mandy books? I don't know if anybody else, it's, if I remember correctly, because what I was allowed to read and watch was pretty regulated as a kid, but if I remember correctly, and we don't, talk a ton about religion or politics here, this is just kind of a basic fact of the book. I think it's a Christian-based book series, and it's like, she solves mysteries, but they're not like super scary mysteries. Encyclopedia Brown, I remember liking those in Little House books. Rock My World at Night. I feel like I've heard of Encyclopedia Brown. Okay, we're gonna do Kelly Green. But I just remember, I think I have some of the Mandy books still. I should reread them and see if they'd be something that she would want to read. I just don't know that mystery really appeals to her. Like, I don't know if it's just too scary or what, but I have hopes. Okay, so we're getting closer to this. We're going to be darkening this up with the blender and then probably putting one more layer. Also, yes, I know it's 11 and we've got one succulent done. I've also been chatting a lot, okay? But hey, we're going to be like streaming forever, so we got time. Okay, let's grab our periwinkle. Oh, Beezus and Ramona. Yes. Sounds good, Natalie. The House on the Prairie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up or at least dig out my box that has the Mandy books in it and see if I can find it. I don't think that they're officially called like the Mandy books. I think that's just something my sisters and I called them because we all read them. But they were a good book series. I was always about the mystery books, which is funny because like as an adult, I'm kind of like mystery, I'm good. Like, I like the fantasy and the superhero and like all those things. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sharpen our blender and we are gonna start to blend, burnish, etc., and then we'll do one more layer on top. So we are using the Caran d'Ache blender because I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and you'll be able to see how much this kind of ups the vibrancy of the color, and then we'll be able to go in with one more layer to kind of even everything out, fill in any spots that we feel like need to be filled in. There we go. Then we can smooth it all out. And theoretically, we could go until noon today. I'm not really ready to stop coloring yet. I don't know about you guys. Like I said, on days where we have the wiggle room, because I mean, I know there's enough internet for everybody, but I like to not overlap people if I can help it. But on the days where we have some wiggle room, we can always go just a little bit later. When I'm by myself, I do move it a little bit more, but that's mostly, especially when I'm using markers, like when I was working on the bookmarks last night, I definitely moved them around a ton. And part of that is because I need to keep my wrist comfortable. See, and I will feel much more comfortable to go in quite a bit heavier now that we're at this point. Let's see, where I put my dusters at? Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab the PC 120, which is the sap green light. Of course. Okay, so sap green light. We're gonna go over all of this. Not quite all of the pink though. We're gonna be using our pink pencils to bring that out just a bit more. We might actually also grab, let's see, we have pale sage. Let's actually do pale sage for a bit. There we go. That's more where I wanted it to be. Like I said, we're gonna go back over with the pink as well. So if you ever feel like, gosh, why does mine take so long? No worries, everybody's takes a long time. We did one succulent in like an hour and a half. So yeah. Right? It's so pretty. Ooh, nice, Audrey. Well, and I'm glad too, because I do feel like doing this, you know, week long of streams. I feel like because, you know, we had to cancel streams a couple times just because life stuff. And so now I feel like we can make up that extra time for you guys, for the, you know, for those that are saving up their points for their square. And if you guys are new here, because I know that Johanna had shared one of the pictures, so who knows, maybe we found someone from there. If you're new here and you're curious what we're talking about with these squares, you can type in !quilt, and that will bring you to the website with the fact page. But essentially what it is when you chat in the live chat, you earn points. You can check your points by typing in !points, and then you can use those points, hang on, and grab a brush. You can use those points to redeem a quilt square, there's a brush. A quilt square, charms for your quilt square, like all the things. And then, sorry, I'm putting the mic and headphones back on. And then it goes up on this wall. And eventually, when we get enough squares, I'm going to create a quilt and everybody will get stitched together. It'll be super cute. Okay. All right, let me make a note of that real quick because I have to write down the name exactly. So Durbin plus Tech Gal. Durbin, what is, because I know it's Durbin Digital, what's the full name of the Tech Gal? Because I feel like there's a number. It's Tech Gal something or other, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and grab, actually, Cobalt Turquoise would be kind of cool. Yeah, 105. Tech Gal 7, that's what it was. Okay. So for whatever reason, when I type it into like find points, like I have to type in the name exactly or like isn't found. It's like, oh, okay. Okay, so 105. Yeah, let's get some blue in here. So we're gonna get 105. See how we're getting that real kind of solid, vibrant color now? Now, granted, depending on, you know, what book you're in or the paper that you're using, you are limited to the amount of colors, or not colors, but layers that you can do a lot of the times. So that's something to keep in mind as well. We're going to go in more with that black cherry also. But what you should end up with at the end is just a really nice, vibrant, yet appropriately colored succulent. Right? I was saying it looked a little bit like an artichoke. I mean, it's a succulent, but still, like I feel like it should. I don't actually like artichokes, but don't you like eat them with sour cream, I think? It's been a long time. My parents used to grow some in their garden at one point. I remember that. Okay. So just a little bit of that. Okay, now we're gonna grab our dark green. Aw, thanks, Jeanette. Actually, no, we're not gonna do the dark green yet. We're gonna grab 1078 Black Cherry because I want to get that shadow in. And you may be wondering, well, if we're gonna make it this dark, why didn't we just start pressing hard the first time? Because once you get these hard, like these layers on here and you get enough pigment, it moves around a little bit more. If I were to press hard on like just straight out of the gate, I would be hard pressed to be able to blend these very well together. So by having these other layers of pencil underneath, it allows me to move the pigment around just a little bit. Now, this is not the same for all pencils. That just happens to be one way that the Prismacolors can work together. And one of the ways of making sure that you don't end up getting a muddy picture is to make sure that you're keeping that contrast. And by contrast, I mean like your darkest darks and your lightest lights. Having that variation and contrast is what's going to help keep the eye moving around the page versus going like, well, I made brown and totally didn't mean to. A little darker starting out. Bye, Heart and Hustle. Thank you so much for being here. In butter or mayo? Okay, that's what it was. In dip form, gotcha. Spinach and artichoke dip. There you go. See, I'm particular about spinach too. This is going to be so fun, streaming every day. Like, I always get so hyped up for it. I'm exhausted by the end of the week, but it's so fun. Okay, and one of the reasons that I use a brush versus my hand is because if you use your hand, it can smear. Let's see, that's Prussian. We want dark green. Okay. So I'm just kind of following the lines that were drawn. Okay. So Steve and I, in the mornings in the car, we have started listening to, after the kids are all dropped off at school and everything, we have started listening to The Silmarillion, which is a, you want to talk about wading through a book. It is brutal. I don't know that I could just sit down and read it, but listening to it is definitely a bit more tolerable. But we both love Lord of the Rings. We hadn't had time to keep watching the Rings of Power, Rings of Power. So we started, so no spoilers. We're on like episode 4. We're working on it. But I'm like, as someone who enjoys Lord of the Rings, did I say Star Wars? I feel like I said Star Wars. As someone who enjoys Lord of the Rings, I was like, I feel like we need to at least attempt listening to this once. And it's great actually because he is better at following points and understanding things a bit better. So I'll look, I'm like, wait a minute, what did he just say? And then like he can break it down for me a little bit. But it's rough. Oh, awesome, Christine. I love it so much, Michelle. Oh, it is such a great book. Love it, love it, love it. Have we been working on this succulent the entire time? Absolutely. Yeah. But hey, man, layers need layering. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the pink 929. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, I find it like, there have been those that have compared it to like, as far as like how the Bible reads. Obviously the Bible has, stories within it, but like it's almost similar to that. There's just a lot of facts. Steve was like, I'm gonna need a flow chart to follow all this. Oh, sounds good, Michelle. But there's a lot to retain. And so I'm doing my best though. I'm doing my best. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, it's a touch brutal. Oh, you write in Elvish, and I sell bookmark stickers in my Etsy shop with the customers. Oh, that's cool. The closest I ever got to writing in Elvish was we're decorating our entire downstairs in like Lord of the Rings / Hobbit style. And so I found this black bowl wherever, I don't know, but it had a rim around the outside. And so I painted it gold, and then in a lighter color paint, I used my silhouette machine to cut me out a stencil of the writing that's on the one ring, and I was able to get that transferred onto the bowl. So our bowl near the front door that holds the keys is a one ring bowl. Ooh, nice, Michelle. Is he really, Leah? That's cool. I always hope, like, when you live somewhat close to celebrities, there's a part of me that always, like even Steve, he knew someone that would run into Chuck, like, they ran into Chuck Norris at HEB. And I'm like, I want to run into Chuck Norris at HEB, because where we were living previously, he lived close to that. Christine, yay! Assorted space theme charm. Congratulations. Thank you for the support, all that watch time. He went to high school in my town. I met him. You've met him? Leah. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that blows my mind a little bit, is watching Lord of the Rings now. It came like the first one came out in, what was it, 2001? Ish? Early 2000s. I know that. And this is the part that kind of blows my mind. So I am 38. At the time when Viggo Mortensen filmed Lord of the Rings, he was my age that I am now. And so I'm just like, well, I'm clearly not doing enough with my life. I haven't chased any hobbits to Isengard. I haven't defeated any orcs. I clearly have some things to do. Did you really? Oh my gosh, Allison, that's amazing. That's crazy. He's just like, he's got to like be one of the nicest guys. I'm trying to think of, so I met, as far as celebrities that I've known and met, I went to college with the little girl from Jurassic Park. She and I had a choir class together. There was a guy that I met that was on Star Trek at some point. So, that was cool. Oh, Watertown, New York. I gotcha. Okay, so now we're going to use... Ooh, oh, thank God. I always have a sippy cup with my coffee, and it's because I'm all thumbs. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get the blush pink. So as you can see, it's definitely starting to get to the colors that I was going for. Not quite the shadow. We're going to do one more layering of shadowing so we can really just kind of make this pop. And then we'll blend it through one more time, and then it should smooth out quite a bit. Okay. So I can't remember who was it earlier that was saying they were concerned about how to do the pink without it looking muddy. The trick is not to overdo it on how much pigment you layer on top. Like, I wouldn't just straight up use a darker green to blend with the pink. Like, I want to help the pink out, so I go with not quite as overwhelming dark green to begin with. Okay. Lately, though, I've been listening to, like, I have a Howard Shore radio station that I listen to. It's great. Misha Collins has a house here in Bellingham, recognize people, but don't realize who they are till later because I just work with too many people. That's amazing, though. I love that. Did extrovert for a bit in Austin. The stories you hear about Shatner are 100% accurate. Oh, no. Jody Bergsman a few times. The name sounds familiar, but I can't see a face. Learn that when you use any color blender, do not go over black lines because the black lines will smudge. Yes, they can. Absolutely. I do tend to, I try to avoid them for the most part. But yes, you are 100% correct. Yeah, that's definitely more what it's like because they like blend a little bit, but they are more touching than they are blending. Okay, so we're going to use this black cherry once more because I want to darken up these shadows. And then we'll probably use just a touch more dark green. And you're like, my God, why did we spend so long? So if anybody's new and you're listening and you're about ready to comment, how come it took you that long to do one succulent? Because I have a method. This is how I work. I cannot rush it. And if I rush it, it will look like duty. No, it'll still look okay, but I like doing it the way that I do it. Oh, nice, Mona. Oh, okay. I'll have to look her up later. Okay, so we are just reinforcing our shadows a bit here. Especially so the ones on the left-hand side are a little bit darker than the ones on the right-hand side. I'll look at the chat here in just a second. This will be great though. I mean, 8 days of streaming, we're gonna get so much stuff done. At least that's the theory. Okay, let's go in with the dark green. Oh, very cool. Yeah, it turns out I'm having to go to Austin for a lot of these shops, which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely more than just like a jaunt into town. It's a bit of a little trip, but given that I really wanted the book and I wanted to make sure I had it in time for the streams, I was like, totally worth it. Totally worth a drive. I just really don't like I-35 and I try to avoid it if at all possible. I actually took kind of some back roads to get to the Barnes & Noble that I wanted to go to, just because if I can avoid the highway, that is what I prefer. Okay, almost done. Okay. All right, then let's grab our blender real quick. Ooh, nice, Leah. Hi, Kara, how are you? Right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's why I was just like, if I can skip going to Austin proper, like that would be wonderful. Because the Barnes & Noble I went to, the address technically says Austin, but it's kind of like on the outskirts of Austin. Okay, so we're just smoothing some of these lines. Just shifts the pigment enough so that it all looks blended. There we go. Oh, very cool. Okay. There, how are we feeling about that succulent? Let's go ahead. It's 11:16. Let's keep going for just a little bit and let's start in on the jar because I think I want to do this in like a dark red. So we're going to grab Tuscan red. Let's see, do I have any of these on here? Okay. So Tuscan red. Okay. Let's see. Tuscan red is number 937. Do I not have it? hang on, I'm going to grab an extra Tuscan red. One second. Sounds good, Kenny. I just have my backup drawers over here with extra, Tuscan red. There she is. With extra pencils, so got that. Thank you. That was my goal. That was my goal. And that's why it takes me an hour and a half to do a succulent. It's gotta trust the process. Okay, where is Mike? Is here. There we go. Okay, and let's sharpen this real quick. Yeah, and we'll get some browns too, because if I make the vase / jar dark enough, then it will really make the blue and everything like pop. For Prismacolor, for my extras, I either got them from Blick. I only get them from somewhere in store if I absolutely have to have it and I can't find it. Otherwise, I order them online because the ones in the store, they just get beat up. Let's see, Black Raspberry, $10.95, Dark Umber, $9.47. Let's see, $9.48. Dark, oh, $9.48. There we go. Oh no, wait, is that Dark Umber is $9.47. $9.46. You know what? That's fine. We'll do dark brown and we'll do sepia. And probably some black. Probably some black. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Oh, thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And we're going to start with the Tuscan red. Sweep all that away so I'm not smearing it. Very limited selection. Yeah, same here. Bye, Ronnie. Got to go slay this day. Good time. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good, Ronnie. Okay, so we're going to start with Tuscan red. Okay, and I think this will actually be our lightest color, unless we want to... I feel like Nectar is going to be too light. We could do Clay Rose, maybe? No, let's just do Tuscan red for now. Okay, and we're actually going to fill in this whole line with the Tuscan red. Then we'll go in with our darker ones for the shadow. Like I said, if we make this vase darker, then yeah, the florals and the fish are really gonna pop. Given that there's a potential for so much detail. And we could do, and we probably will, this band will be the same color as the top band. As well, they're automatically saved to YouTube, so you can go back and rewatch any of them. But I get what you mean about VODs, because I know that's how Twitch works, is you do the live stream and then they're saved as VODs. But yeah, you can come back and watch this anytime, absolutely. They are there for all time, unless I delete them for whatever reason. I have deleted some videos in the past, but they were like my really early ones that I was still like getting comments on, or like, why don't you do this? Or you should do this, or this is terrible. And it's just like, but it was years ago. Of course it was terrible. Watch the new ones. So anyway, I got tired of the negative stuff. So I was like, all right, that's it. These early ones, they gotta go. It's like, I promise I fixed things. I mean, literally my first video was at my dining room table, no extra light, and my phone was propped up in a, you know, those large yogurt containers. It was propped up in that. Because I'm classy like that. Yeah, my old videos. Yep. Those are the only ones that I have really taken down. Sometimes if there's something I need to edit out, like if something happened during a live stream or whatever, and I need to edit a chunk, a thing out, I will unlist the video until it updates, but that's about it. I'll need to do some Googling and some research to kind of get an idea of what I want to use for the color palette for the rest of these succulents. Okay, so that was all the Tuscan Red. Words are so hard. Like, absolutely. I'm a mess sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and use our... Sometimes. No, we're going to go ahead and use Sepia. And we are going to add in... I don't mind starting out kind of dark with these ones, only because it's all going to be kind of equally dark. So we're going to start with the shadow cast by the succulent. Again, the left side is going to be the darkest because the light's coming from the right direction. Or the right... Not the correct direction, but you know, from the right. Okay. I do have chores I need to do, but honestly, even if I wasn't streaming, I would probably be coloring a part on here. This page just really called out to me. I love it so much. Because what I can do also, if I have time today, I can always catch up, like with these two bands, so that they're already done by the time we come back tomorrow, but we'll see. And I have like this kind of idea in my head of how it can work when I'm not streaming every day, but yeah. All right, so we got black raspberry, Tuscan Red. Let's go ahead and do the black raspberry now. For this one, probably not. No. Yes, there we go, Kara. Awesome, Jeanette. Yeah, I don't think I will. Sun just moved out of the clouds. I don't know if it just got brighter. All right, so we're gonna do the black raspberry. Yeah, I think that this is gonna have so much detail on it. I don't think I will. So I'm just kind of going over that dark umber a bit. What we can do is when we kind of blend it on top, we can use a slightly lighter color, like pink rose might be nice actually to blend over the top of it. Do I have that out already? Pink rose is number 1018. I think that's still in the case. Hang on, we're gonna grab that real quick. So 1018, is this one it? Ah, it is. Oh wait, that's 1019. No, that's rosy beige. Well, pull that out anyway. Let's see. Grab my pinks here. 1017, that's clay rose. Huh. I might have it in a cup somewhere. Well, we could use blush pink too. Blush pink will work. A super detailed page I like to do is light wash a distress oxide ink for the background because I'm a completionist, so I see the entire page. No, I figured. Unless we're adding odor to it, I mean, I'm not gonna judge. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the Tuscan Red again. You know, it might be nice if we actually grab just a little bit of, could do Crimson Lake, but no, let's grab magenta. Sorry, I kind of like change my mind as I go along. Let's process red. See, I was working on a, oh, duh. Here are my colors. Yeah, here's the pink rose. There we go. Okay, and then let's grab Crimson Lake, which is 925. Just so it's a touch more red. Scented Pestle? Hey, they have them. Crayola's got some. Okay, so we're using just a little bit of Crimson Lake, 925. Because I don't want this to end up super dark. I want it to still show that it is red. So now let's go ahead and use the Pink Rose, number 1018. Okay, we're going to press a little bit harder here. Not super hard yet, but hard enough that we're starting to kind of get an idea of what this color is going to be. Okay, now let's go ahead and use the sepia again. They still have them. They still have them. The kids love them. I'm like, no, man, that's like a migraine waiting to happen. There we go. It's a little out of focus. There we go. All right, so we're going to use sepia. Look up in chat here in just a minute. How are we doing on time anyway? 11:30. We've been going 2 hours already. Gosh, it's probably a good thing that I did start early considering how long I wanted to go for this. All right, Tuscan Red. I gotta pace myself. We got a week. All right, Tuscan Red. Oh, and I can't remember if I said it before either, but I want to get as much coloring done as possible. So we probably aren't going to do words on stream during these streams because it's more of an event stream and I want to get done as much as possible. All right, let's go ahead and use our blender. But if you're new around here, usually at the end of streams, we'll do a round of words on stream, which is kind of like Scrabble. It's just a fun little game to play at the end. All right, we are using our blender here. This one's a little bit easier because we're not trying to get a ton of variation in color. I definitely wanted it a red, but I wanted it a darker, slightly muted red, which is kind of what we got going on here. But we're not done with it yet. I'm going to blend this through and then we're going to add some details. And I probably should be coloring with a paper behind this so I'm not getting any color transfer. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab the sepia again. Okay. Now there's these kind of lines, illustrations on the vase itself, I think to kind of help indicate texture. So we're going to make sure that those still stand out a bit. Re-emphasize some of the darker spots. Okay. Let's use a little bit of black. I'm going to give that a sharpen real quick. Zoom out just a touch here so you can kind of get a better look. Okay. It's looking a little bit more yellow on here than it is. It's got a bit more of a pink to it from my view. Okay, so we're just using a little bit of black to help reinforce that shadow, which is just crazy because if you guys knew me a few years ago, I avoided black like the plague. But I've gotten much more brave with using it. I do like to shade with complementary colors, but I'm getting better with using black where I think it'd be applicable. Okay, so let's do Pink Rose now. Oh yeah, how are they doing? Thanks, Leah. All right, so we're gonna do Pink Rose. Do they have a sale going on with it or anything? All right, now we're gonna kind of blend this through. Smooth it and kind of lighten it just a touch. I'm also careful not to use the blender over areas that haven't been colored yet because it'll be harder to add color onto them. Okay, so what will happen? Yeah, oh, layers, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. What will happen is this is going to look like that, and then we'll do this as well. For 140. That's not bad for these days. It's been a while since I bought a full set, but I bought mine before like the prices like hiked all up and everything. So we're definitely going to be doing some blues. So this will really pop. I need to do some research and like see what colors we want to do for the succulents, because I do want it to stand out from the vase, but I want this and this to be the focal point. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. I know it took us an hour and a half to do the succulent, but sometimes you just got to layer. All right, well, like I said, we're not going to be doing it's like 5 hours plus New Zealand. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it, but gosh, we're going to be live again tomorrow morning. All right, so 9:30 tomorrow morning, we're going to be live again. We'll hang out for a little bit. Like I said, the goal is hour to an hour and a half. Clearly today we went like a full 2 hours, but this is good because it gave me time to get some lunch. Let's see, and then I think everybody has messaged me for the bookmarks, so these will be going out as soon as I can get them out, depending on how the rest of the couple days go, but at the very latest they'll go out Friday, because generally Mondays and Fridays are when I take out orders anyway, so if I can't get to those beforehand, that'll be the latest it goes out. All right, well, oh, New Zealand dollars, I got you. Oh no, well, good luck with everything, and yeah, you can watch it back, it'll all be good. We're just gonna keep working on this. So, all right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you again bright and early tomorrow morning. All right, thanks for being awesome, everyone.